Welcome, rugby fans. I'm Dallin Stanford, joined alongside by former USA captain Brian Visit. And Viz, what an exciting competition we've seen so far.
Well, now we reached the midway point of this inaugural Major League Rugby season, and we've seen just about everything. We've seen some thrilling finishes, scintillating tries, bone-crushing hits, and some rising stars.
Well, with all that, let's take a look at the table.
Well, when you look at the table, the first thing you notice is that every team in the competition has at least one win. And as we've seen, any one of these teams can knock off any opponent in the competition. Our match today features the top two teams. The rest of the league is hoping for a Legion win today, as the Raptors' victory will pad their lead at the top of the table. In their opening round defeat at Seattle, the Legion's doom was their scrum, as Seattle was awarded 3 penalty tries from that area of play. The Seawolves also did some damage out wide, dotting down here to seal the win. In round 2, Anthony Salibert took a nice tap back from his center partner, JP Duplessis, and sped to the line to extend a Legion lead that they held on to for their first win of the season. And last week, the Legion needed to score a try as time expired, and they did just that from a line-out drive with Tony Purpura dotting down for the game winner. And looking at this Legion's lineup in the front row, Botha looks to have a big game as he returns from injury. Krista Rory, Devin Short, and Cam Dolan comprise an active and talented back row. Nick Boyer and Ben Sema is your halfback combination. Anthony Salibert is looking for a 3rd straight Man of the Match award. And the back three are all U.S. Eagles and Ryan Mattias, Dylan Audsley, and the Legion captain, Nate Augsburger. And it's going to be a big ask for this Legion today against a very good Glendale side.
Well, unbeaten so far, 3 from 3. Everybody wants to take Glendale out. Well, a home game for them at altitude will prove difficult. The Raptors, well, they started their season with a victory against the Austin Elite, 41-26. Ben Landry was on fire there, but too much so, earned himself a red card for a dangerous tackle, as did Connor Cook, both suspended for 3 weeks and will be out for this fixture. They hit the road then for 2 away wins, a sneaky 19-15 tough one against Seattle, and then last weekend they beat Utah Warriors 39-26. One of their stars, Harley Davidson, seen slicing through here. Well, he's out at the shop for repairs and won't take part this weekend. And that means head coach Dave Williams, well, he's had to be creative with his team selection. Hooker Zach Finolo is back on the flank, giving another start to Eagle Dylan Fawcett. Cody O'Neill comes back in at lock, while the impressive Sam Fig wears 8. In the backs, veteran playmaker, it's Atta Malifa returns to the action. And there you have it. This should be another classic. Stay with us. We're going to take a short break and return with the first half kickoff.
Thank you. Tonight's colors presented by the Glendale Police Department Color Guard. Please remain standing for the national anthem of the United States of America.
Welcome back to Infinity Park, just outside of the capital city, Denver. This is our final Major League Rugby game for this weekend. And while the other results, some close ones as well, the Seattle Seawolves held on to beat NOLA Gold 31-29. Utah Warriors beat Austin and Leighton Salt Lake City 41-22. And right now, the men in white from San Diego here at altitude against the home side in blue, the Glendale Raptors.
And it's got a fantastic feel to this match, almost like Crusaders Chiefs. You got the keys for San Diego. They're brought to you by Embassy Suites Hilton, San Diego Bay downtown. Stability in the scrums is essential for this Legion team, and they want to get a stable platform in order to launch that attack. They want to stretch out this Raptors defense, got to get their details right. And on the defense, they want to cover the whole field because they know this Raptors team has so many weapons.
Meanwhile, for the home side, the Glendale brought to you by Westera Credit Union. Well, of course, clean set piece will be important. They can't kick and not follow. That's going to be vital in this game. And of course, Dave Williams always says stick to the pattern. Let's see how they go. Kicking off from right to left. It's the Glendale Raptors. Referee Adam Leal from the RFU has the whistle in hand. He'll be assisted by Scott Green and Steve Gore. 40 minutes each way. We're underway. Week 4. First touch here for Short. And for the San Diego side, flicks it on to Boyer. Boyer formerly with the Glendale Raptors, now in sunny San Diego, part of the USA 7 setup with Mike Friday's squad. And speaking of sevens, there's so many talented Eagles on this side, and one of them, Nate Horsberger, captain the sevens game in 15s as well, gets young Ben Seema towards the touchline, and good exit strategy from the fly half.
Yeah, beautiful kick that time by Ben Seema. It's going to be a great battle between these two fly half, both Eagle players. Ben Seema, he got for the San Diego Legion teams, and Will McGee for this Glendale squad. There's a good look at Dylan Fawcett, another one of the many U.S. Eagles in this game today.
Guys, on your front man, I've set a mark. You keep that mark, okay? No other warning.
That's right. 24 in total Eagles represented between these two squads. Some of them not taking part to date. Andrew Duratola was a late withdrawal from the San Diego side, but knocked down to San Diego. Here they go straight away. Taking it up front there is Lance Lamprecht. Lamprecht from George, South Africa. One of the foreign players to join this Major League Rugby outfit. Up there from Chris Terori. Help there from Sione Tuihalamaka. What a big frame he is in the number 1 jersey. Seema drops back. Puts it down to Maximo D'Archibald, one of the safest hands in the business. And his boot slices up to the right-hand side, right 10-meter mark.
Yeah, not the greatest kick by Ben Seema, right to Max D'Archibald, and he's always in position. And one of the facets of play that has been so good for this San Diego Legion team has been the lineouts on both sides, offense and defense, and we saw Cam Dolan with an early steal just a moment ago.
Some of the loose forwards hanging out. Pat Blair, man from Tacoma, Washington. Former Nomad rugby player in Seattle Saracens, goes to Terori. No, he's missed it. It's hacked through from Fawcett. Dylan Fawcett chasing for the Glendale Raptors. JP Duplessis dives on it. South African-born inside centre from Kroonstad. Makes a few yards. Now Seema inside the 22, but carried back in, so goes downfield. D'Archibald well positioned again, the fullback. Puts a little kick over the top and chases this one. Boyer's there. Fends off his old teammate, but it's been stolen. D'Archibald. Wonderful stuff from the fullback, Malifa. They go to the right-hand side. Big. The number 8 cuts back in. Cam Dolan has him. Davies digs this one out. They go to the right-hand side, Malifa. Cruze steps off that right foot of his. His knee's been heavily bandaged this season. Love to see him in open spaces. Pete Dole, the hard man, takes it up into the traffic. McGee at first receiver. Goes through the back, and Campbell throws a dummy. Bryce Campbell. Into the fray goes the outside centre. Glendale Raptors. Early chance for them. They go wide. Beautiful ball. Halleman shapes the kick. Dummies. Inside the 22. Just brought down. Excellent carry and run there from Big.
Hold.
Campbell ducks down yet again in this movement. The props are lurking to the right-hand side. Fafita. He's got Rogers with him. The music country star. Still to the right they work. Fawcett gets White. Luke White driven backwards. Playing the lock position for extra coverage. Short ball. Ata Malifa. Thrown down.
Ball was
Big
lifted.
tackle come flying in there. It's Lamprecht that took out Sean Davies. But still, the Raptors, the home side. They turn it to the back. There's space to operate. Numbers to burn. Campbell should have thrown it earlier. Still could be enough for Halliman. Cuts back in. Reaches just short of the line. San Diego Legion have defended their hearts out in the opening 4 minutes.
Oh, wow. You were right. Bryce Campbell should have got that ball out quicker. He had wide open Seth Halliman on the outside. A great recycling passage by this Glendale Raptor squad. They had numbers to burn. There's Halliman after he picked up that errant pass. And here's going to be a little bit of knock on. I think when Sean Davies comes in, there was a little bit of a knock. Seth Halliman didn't release quite cleanly enough, and that's when San Diego was able to turn that ball over. What a great defensive effort by this Legion team. And Dallin, this is a big part of the game for San Diego. You know Glendale's going to target this scrum area. They have to have a stable scrum, especially 5 meters from their own line.
They conceded 21 points in one game, 3 penalty tries. Here they go. First scrum of the game. They managed to get the ball out cleanly, and Duplessis takes it for a run. For San Diego, before that scrum pop, they were able to get the ball out quickly. Seema drops back into the in goal. Hammers this one downfield and finds a good reliever.
Yeah, that scrum's a victory for San Diego. Even though it wasn't pretty and it wasn't ready to pop, they were able to get that ball back. Let's see what Dolan does at the back of the scrum if we can. There you see the referee, Adam Leal, taking complete charge here from England, from the RFU.
Stay on your front man.
But that was a good scrum to start things off, especially where they were 5 meters from their own line.
Dylan Foster defeat. The man's getting married in August 2018 to Alyssa Sharples. Comes down to Rogers. Rogers does well under the attention of Devon Short. Now Fenolio to Luke White. The shot put champion, just short of the 10-meter line. Ball's available. Fenolio knocks it back with his chin. Fig looking to clean up. Brought down by Dolan. San Diego Legion, again at the breakdown, doing wonderful work.
Great defensive play by JP Duplessis. Great body position. You're going to see Fig, I think it is, with ball in hand. He goes to floor, and then Duplessis did just a wonderful job creating that turnover. There's Fig trying to get some extra yardage, but Duplessis, you see, he's still on his feet, contesting that ball. Sean Davies said not releasing, but the referee said, you're right, not releasing against Glendale. So another great touch finder by Ben Seema, all the way down to about 8 meters out. There's a good look at the young Eagle fly half.
Seema, born in Buenos Aires, Argentina. His dad played rugby for 40 years, heavily influenced his involvement in sport. So Blair, on attack for San Diego Legion. They've repelled the Raptors so far in the opening stanza. Short has this one, looking to loop around. This ball, though, didn't quite connect with Boyer and goes into touch.
Yeah, probably went the better play, I think, at that point was just to go to floor, set the ruck. You saw the Legion player get tripped up. That caused that errant pass. You don't have a whole lot of opportunities down in the attacking end against this Glendale Raptors squad. You got to take advantage of it. And the Legion could not do it that time.
Fawcett, the 27-year-old, born in Ireland. A couple of caps in the America's Rugby Championship for the USA. A fake to the front, and beautiful take in the end from Cody O'Neill. This one's high. Seema is underneath it, inside his own half. He's got Dylan Audsley, St. Mary's product, kicks his left boot. It finds Cruze, Mika Cruze, looking for a couple of steps in field. Buys time for Malifa to arrive. Glendale with Fenolio. Known affectionately as Paul Blart in the ball cop. Rogers hammers onto this one. Alimarka creating nuisance at the breakdown. Finally, Glendale arrived to help out, and Luke White goes in again. It's physical stuff as we expected. Fawcett, knocked back, it's play on. Seema from fullback, puts this one to the toe. It's an awkward bounce. Finally, Archibald collects this, spirals it towards the halfway line.
Beautiful kick by Maxi Archibald. He's got the whole array of kicks from that right foot. Always perfect position it as well by the fullback. Been around a long, long time. It's a great steal, though, by the San Diego defense once again. I think it was Tuialamaka, yes it was, that batted that ball right back to his scrum half Boyer. Good defense so far by the San Diego Legion team.
Here goes Blair, recently got engaged, and from Central Washington University, so versatile. Goes to the back to Dolan. First phase attack has been knocked on. Will McGee then lost that one, so no advantage coming from the original error from San Diego.
Unforced error in that midfield by the Legion.
Forward, not up. In the scrum.
This dangerous, this Glendale Raptors squad, we've called many of their games. I mean, they are just so dangerous with ball in hand, but pretty impressed so far by this Legion defense. We talked about one of the areas of play was their line out, and there was just a mishandle. Devin Short could not bring that ball down. Just a 19-year-old, this kid has made some huge strides in just the few games he's played with the Legion so far this year.
That's right, out of the Era Academy, played the USA Falcons, the high school All-American. Chance left and right here for Glendale. They come to the left with McGee. To the line he goes. Skip ball. Straight away to Halliburton. That time, Campbell chose to release these wing three-quarter. Pete Dahl, at first receiver. Ball's been pinched.
First man.
Illegally is the call.
6 is legal.
Rory gets up.
8's got to roll.
Yeah, Dolan got pinged for that penalty. He did not get away. Still holding on to the tackle player, I think it was.
Shot go.
Terrori came in, had the steal. Referee said he was legal. There's Pete Dahl again. He's been very impressive. Played every minute so far of this Major League Rugby season for the Raptors. Where you see Cam Dolan got called for not rolling away, and it looks like Will McGee's trying to get the first points of the game on the board here for the Raptors. And this guy's kicking has been phenomenal. Every game he gets better and better.
Well, line up. Yeah. I mean, if it causes a problem, then we'll go
down. It's great to see two young fly halves in the U.S. program playing here today. And you got AJ McGinty. He's going to be in the squad coming up for this June Summer Series. We're going to talk to Dave Hodges, general manager of the Eagles, later in the second half. Be great to see his take on this MLR, and again, all these Eagle players playing in games like this.
So Will McGee, first chance in the game for points. He strikes it beautifully. Flags go up. It's 3-0. The Glendale Raptors putting on the pressure, earning themselves the lead.
Yeah, the pressure by Glendale finally paid off with that Will McGee penalty kick. Again, he has been pretty much about a 90% kicker, I'd say, so far in this MLR season.
You must keep them behind you, yeah? Yep. Make sure they don't go ahead.
There's so many battles in different positions, and of course you mentioned the fly-halves, the halfbacks going at a head-to-head, centre pairings as well. Anthony Saliba scored a hat-trick last week in that famous, thrilling victory to Archibald. This one won't go out. Audley, okay. A good battle. The fullbacks also. Seema wearing that scrum cap of his.
Mark it, fellas.
Just goes over the head of McGee. It's going to be a bit too much on that one. Just inches.
22.
Yeah, just a few inches short of that would have been a big play for the San Diego Legion team. It would have forced Will McGee to make a different play. As it was, he goes right back to the Legion.
And here they go through Jay Harmon, represented the Army 2005 to 2012. Good addition he's been for the San Diego side. And Terrori drags a couple with them. Legion, another good attacking platform here. Duplessis steps off the right. Dahl has him. Cam Dolan, man from Naples, Florida. Dolan, still going. Fancy footwork. To the left with Seema. Audsley, a flat ball. Did that go forward? Playing on with Mattias on that left-hand side. He's electric with ball in space as Blair takes it to the line. Big contact on Lance Lamprecht. Penalty to San Diego.
No.
They've gone quickly. Boyer taps.
He's 10, that's that player's 10.
5 minutes short advantage for the San Diego Legion. Retreating players are not 10 meters. It's the honey monster, Dolph Butter, that gets in there close.
Hands up! Hands up!
Available for the San Diego Legion to strike back.
12, no arms.
No arms in the tackle. They go for the line. They're over. Try awarded. It's the big unit. Number 1, Sione Tui Halamaka, that gets the San Diego Legion in for 5.
Great reply by the San Diego Legion squad. Referee playing advantage, and this is about the 4th or 5th try that Tui Halamaka and the San Diego Legion forwards have scored like this from in close, just spotting the line. And these props have been hungry. Tui Halamaka, 2 or 3 tries himself this way. Returning Purpura. There's Tui Halamaka. What a drive. Perfect leg drive against 2 Glendale Raptors. Low. That's how you do it, folks. That's how you score tries from about a meter out.
Well, we know his 3-year-old son, Siaosi, is watching. Loving seeing his team on top and his father score. Woodgie from Inglewood, California. It's our first try of the game. It's a forward effort. San Diego finally responding inside the 22.
Yeah, that was a nice reward for all that pressure that the San Diego team has put on. Again, defense leads to good opportunity. Here's offensively.
Illinois lead. Another wonderful kick of the ball as well. And this is a 7-3 lead. And 15 minutes gone in this clash.
And it's everything we thought it would be so far here in these early stages of the match. Both these teams have penetrated deep. Good defense by both squads. Good set piece play. And again, that scrum 5 meters out was a big play for the Legion.
McGee goes to Devin Short inside the 22. Short with a big jump step. Also represented the Blackhawks and the Las Vegas Irish as well during his earlier rugby years. Legion with Terori. It's front football and Bota. Big South African.
Pull up, Sean, otherwise I'll give it to you.
Knocked on is the call, so Glendale Raptors will come away with possession here.
Yeah, costly little error there by Pat Blair, trying to get that ball out of that ruck, knock that ball on. Costly error. You don't want to give Glendale any opportunities, especially in front of the poles. They're going to split their backs. Lots of room on that right-hand side.
Let's keep it like
Mika Cruz.
Yeah, just to the left, that's fine.
Look at Bota, the big honey monster. And here's the little knock on Pat Blair at the back, I think it is. Yep, just couldn't get that ball out cleanly. Good call by referee Adam Leal. But look at all that green on the outside.
Set!
Glendale has such a stable scrum up front. Rogers forces it with a feeder. Peels away, and Fig has to dig this one out, and Archibald on the right-hand side. Stutter steps, and then bumps off Duplessis. Dolan gets him in the end. It's high tackle to advantage for Glendale. They flick it wide. Halleman here. Horsberger is on him, but he cuts back in. Gets the fend on Saliba, and then steps himself. Still going. Seth Halleman. Strength from the winger. McGee with a lot of pressure. Gets it wide. Beautiful ball to Campbell. Bryce Campbell. Bumps for the line. Campbell. The strength of the centre. He's over. We need to see if it's held up.
Wow, the big boy.
It's held up. No advantage coming back.
Bryce
for the high
Campbell.
tackle penalty.
He went straight at Dylan Audsley. And then a couple other Legion players, referee Adam Leals, bringing it all the way back, though, for that earlier high tackle, I think it was, right about the 22-meter line. But Bryce Campbell, plenty Eagles against his Eagle teammates going right at him.
High shot.
Yeah, high tackle is the call. Coming all the way back here for this Raptors full-arm penalty. Look for them to kick it down in the corner, I think, here, Dallin. Trying to set up that line-out drive we've seen on many occasions.
If you want that advantage, okay, sorry, fellas. Advantage wanted down here.
Yep. Yeah, they're going to play the advantage down at the 5-meter line. Let's see if we can take a look at this high tackle. There's the Archibald. He gets through that one tackle.
Okay.
And there's the high tackle. I guess on Cam Dolan around the neck area. Nothing much there except the high tackle.
It's called a seatbelt tackle. Just when your arm gets around you, it's kind of a little bit lazy. So they've gone for the advantage here, so they want the 5-meter scrum.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, especially scrum down deep, 5 meters out. This is where they're so effective. Sam Figg's got to control that ball at the base. This is another big test here for the San Diego Legion scrum. The back configuration. Look for, if they do get it out, Halleman on that inside channel off of Will McGee's left shoulder might be an option.
Davies taps Fig on the shorts. And here they go. Sam Fig, bust to the right-hand side. Strong collision on him. Still 5 meters out. The forwards wrap around. Now they look to go for the line. O'Neill. Davies wants more of his forwards to the right-hand side as Luke White. Strong contact on him. Look for this flat ball. It's to Archibald, cuts in. There's so many defenders in front of him. It cuts back to Archibald. Oh no! How did he do that? Happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Archibald. Your son has presented a present we can all enjoy. Maximo with 5.
That's his second try of the season.
Well, what a beautiful move by Max Diachibald. We've seen him do that for years and years. First at the University of Colorado, with the Buffaloes, and now with the Denver Barbarians, and now with the Glendale Raptors. That was just magical. Great step back inside. Here's that first look. Diachibald cutting back against the grain. There's the right step. It just froze Terrori, I think it was.
Time off.
And look at another look at it from the other camera angle. Oh man, that is just magic. Diachibald. Seems like he's been around so many years doing that.
20 minutes played. Hydration break.
So we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Stay with us. It's Glendale on top. 10-7 against San Diego.
I don't know, it's just constantly something.
Arcade Sports Performance, the official sports performance sponsor.
Raptor is certainly enjoying that, and late try there from Maximo to Archibald puts his side in the lead 10-7 against San Diego Legion. Kick was successful.
Okay. Time on.
This tussle will continue. Almost 20 minutes gone. Just 3 points separates them. Ben Seema to get us restarted. Salabert jumps up there and Halleman knocks it back. Ball is with Cody O'Neill, the Oregon State University product, but they concede a penalty. San Diego Legion
using his neck.
Will capitalize on this.
Neck roll called against Glendale. Might have been Pete Dahl. He was one of the last players that got up from this Glendale Raptors squad, but that's exactly what the San Diego Legion team needed.
Points.
And a quick replier, Dylan Audsley. Yeah, it's going to be Pete Dahl, I think, against Cam Dolan. Just takes him out of that tackle. Good call by the referee. Easy call. Dylan Audsley now trying to tie this matchup. And he's another one of these young stars in the MLR. We saw him at St. Mary's just do so much magic at the collegiate level.
He did that on purpose.
And then made his debut with the United States national team earlier this year. And just continued to grow and grow as a member of the San Diego Legion team.
Dylan Audsley, dad played for Saracens and Racing Metro. Comes from a wonderful sporting family. Audsley takes his time to get that strike. This one a bit too much on the left-hand side, so it'll be a 22-minute dropout. Still the Raptors lead 10-7.
Missed chance there for Audsley. I'd love to have that one back. But still, now, Legion can still keep the pressure on this Glendale Raptors squad. These restarts are so vital.
McGee chooses to go deep, bumps this one all the way into the opposition 22. Audsley has to go back to collect this. Men from Southern California. Keep this in field. Big, well positioned. The number 8 has got the try scorer, to Archibald. Sets off on a run, to Archibald. Tackled by Orsley, 15 on 15. Malifa to the short side, watch the dummy. This time he throws it over and it's been knocked down here by Nate Wolfsberger.
Glendale's been doing that all game long, missing the centers all the way straight out to Halliman. That time Augsburger did get his hand on the ball. The referee Leo said that was an intentional knock-on. You cannot do that, full arm penalty. And now Glendale, again, just outside the 22-meter line. But down, you see that's an area they really want to attack out wide, those wide channels. There's the spin pass out wide. Augsburg, you can see him just take that swipe at the ball. Good call by the referee.
Both these sides play 4 home games and 4 away games. And Glendale and Legion will meet each other twice as Fig has it at the back of the line out. Rory has to roll away as Rogers ducks down. Porter has him. McGee's on the right-hand side with Dahl and White. They go to the back to Malifa. Throws a dummy, does the inside center. From Apia, Samoa, capped with the US many times. Fawcett's dropped this one, so Dolan has it. Advantage for the San Diego Legion, and then a Honey Monster can't hold.
First knock on, second knock on.
Yeah, if the Legion could get that ball out, they had about 4 or 5 guys on this right flank, just a couple of Glendale defenders.
Mark's just over here, fellas, thanks.
Fawcett,
We'll go this side again.
US Eagle hooker could not handle that ball cleanly.
Yeah, just
and if they could have got that ball out, there was numbers out wide for this Legion team. But this scrum right here has been so solid for this Raptor squad all season long. Talking to Dave Williams, he really thought that Blake Rogers and Lepi Fafita have really played outstanding rugby in the front row for this Raptor squad.
Set!
San Diego side. Rob Hoadley, Zach Test, and Chris Cracknell, the highly
You're moving through the mark a little bit, and so are you, so we're wheeling around on the mark. We must stay square and stay
Yeah, during the week they got some help from Alex Corbusiero, the England prop, the former England prop, former US age grade player. And when you can get the advice and guidance from somebody like that who's been at the world stage, I mean, that can only help, and it really helps these young props that the San Diego Legion team has in their roster.
We were chatting to Director Barry Matt Hawkins earlier, who's now a model for Lululemon as well, part-time on the side, but he was saying just a young team they're selected, a young squad, and in 2 or 3 years' time, if they can be near the top of the table, winning it all, it'll be fantastic. Well, they're doing well so far. Legion, here they go with Boyer. Boyer bumps some of his old friends. Seema comes in to help right. Dolan at first receiver, spots a gap himself. Kevin Dolan. Yeah, the kick over the top from Boyer. This one will bounce first and then rolls into touch. A great effort from the scrum off.
Yeah, that was tapped by Glendale too. Adam Leo was right on that call, so it's going to be a Legion throw. That was a great scrum by the Legion just a moment ago. Cam Dolan did well. If Boyer would have got that pass out to Seam, I think just a little bit sooner, it might have created a 2-on-1 opportunity on that outside.
Just come across a bit. Be sensible about it, fellas, okay?
So Blair. Dolan has been the target many times in this line-out. Former Northampton Saints and Cardiff Blues knocks it down as they go to the middle with Devon Short. Short to the 22. Quick ball here for the Legion. Blair throws a dummy and then maybe should have given it. Gets rocked by Malifa. Those shoulders are made of steel.
Mess, team going forward.
Mess. That sums it up pretty properly. Ball was not going to come out, was caught in that rock.
Scrum.
Referee awards the scrum to San Diego Legion. They were the team going forward.
Okay.
Yeah, there's Blair. Yeah, he threw that little dummy and Malifa just crushed him in the midfield. Good help from the Honey Monster right there to keep that ball going forward.
Let's get some info from this side that you need to keep your shoulders straight.
Now let's see if the Legion can do anything. They got a split back line.
Yeah.
Duplessis and Manius on that left-hand side. Again, I love the, it keeps the team on the toes when you got Dylan Audsley right behind Ben Seema.
Crouch!
So, back line here we go. It's 2 scrum cap players, Seema and Audsley. On the right is Sullivan. Try scoring machine, and it's a short arm penalty for
number 9 had 2 shots at it, made it with the hand.
I don't think that ball was put in straight.
Inside free kick.
Hands on the scrum, I think it was. Let's see if we can take a look at it. What referee Adam Leal saw here. McGee picks up some good territory, just almost to midfield, where it will be a Raptor throw. Let's see if we can take a look at that. And it came right out. It came right out. He probably could have just replayed it. He would have had another put in.
Yeah, if he picked it out, it would have, reset it. But he tried to sneakily put it back in. Caught by superb camera, folks. And meanwhile, then it's San Diego retreating. They have the line out to Rory. Flicks this one down to Boyer on the bouncer. He's got to take things up and clean it for his side. Blair at scrum half. Flat wall of defenders in front. In they go here with Lumprek from Utamikwa High School in South Africa. So Seema, pressure on him, so he puts it downfield, and to Archibald, great take, and got Cruze on the outside. High-stepping winger, goes into Duplessis, it throws him into touch. Be a line up from where the play started.
People. Can't play quick.
Yeah, that was always going to be tough for Duplessis to get it back for his squad. He was 1-on-4 against the San Diego Legion. Not a whole lot of room in the field of play.
Just come across.
They just bundled him into touch. They made it easy.
Because Blue got the line. Thank you.
But the Archibald so silky smooth with ball in hand. Always seems to be in the right position when he
hold your run.
Covers a kick.
Almost 30 minutes gone, 10-7 the score, overthrown. Force it now with the Glendale Raptors. Space on the right-hand side. McGee spotted it quickly. His kick rolls towards the try line. It doesn't have the legs, so Mattias tries to clean things up. Takes on two players himself. Alamaka. Tui Alamaka, the try scorer, front row forward, gets an extra meter or two. Seema back in the pocket. It's going to be a penalty here for offside play to San Diego.
But a call from the side, the number 6.
The line out.
Yeah, they made it really easy that time.
Number 6,
I think
putting pressure on the kick offside.
Called for offside for the Raptors.
Cheers, Scotty.
So not only are the Legion going to have an opportunity to kick it a little bit farther into touch, they're also going to have that line-out throw when it does find touch.
Over here. Thanks.
The San Diego Legion team has really grown since their preseason match. I saw them play Houston in the preseason at Torero Stadium in San Diego, and they did not look sharp, and they have just continued to grow. Those 2 wins they've had in the last couple of weeks. Tough, late in the game type wins. Let's see if we can take a look at Finole with his offside. Yeah, just creeping up on that right-hand side, where the referee is really, they called a really close game here.
Yeah, the San Diego side, they have 5 of their players nominated last week to the Major League Rugby Team of the Week. Before that, they had 3 and then 2 in week 1. So this one, yeah, the Raptors are trying to tie this up, and Dolan, the tall timber, has it as they move him forward.
Yeah, I don't think that ball's going anywhere. Cam Dolan should just release it now, give it to the Raptors. See if they can do anything with it. No. Yeah, couldn't do anything with it, and it's going to be a Raptor put in. Got to get the ball to the floor, or the tackling player has to get down to the floor to create that rock.
It's gone to ground.
That ball stayed up in the air. Turnover ball, good defense by Glendale. Sean Davies, Glendale Raptors scrum half. Again, he is probably the preeminent scrum half. Him and Nate Augsburger, who's on the wing today for the San Diego Legion. The top 2 candidates for that scrum half position.
Yeah, Sean Davies, such a crisp service he has. His grandfather played at Wimbledon, and so no pun there about his service. Davies feeds. Ball is there, but it's a penalty. Davies fakes off for the run, and they're going to slow things down with the Glendale side. Up by 3, 9 minutes to go in the first half.
Number 3, across and to ground.
We heard the illegal scrummaging against Dolph Bota, coming back from injury this week. In his Coach Rob Hoadley expected a big game from him. He's been chomping at the bit trying to get back on the field.
Kicking around, they're coming at angle. We stay straight the whole time.
Let me just tell you what I'm seeing. The loose head's gone forward 2 steps. Your tight head's then changed. No, their loose head's gone forward 2 steps. Your tight head has then dropped to a knee.
Yeah, though you heard Cam Dolan, he thought he saw one way. The referee told him how he saw it.
They go to the back to Glendale. Fig takes that one. It wasn't straight.
Clear competition at the back. Ball is not straight.
Set piece problem this time for the Glendale Raptors, not in straight. That's the difficulty, the risk you take when you throw to the back of the line. It sometimes has a chance to tail. But when you got a guy like Cam Dolan in your lineout, he's been stealing a lot of ball. That time was Devin Short that got up. You saw the on the outside shoulder. You can't do that. That's not in straight. All those championship banners here at Infinity Park for this Glendale Raptors squad. Looking to add a Major League Rugby banner as well.
That's right, they'll host the semi-finals.
First man sack was legal.
San Diego Legion, they will host the final. That one spilt away, so Rogers comes away with it. Fawcett into the 22. Territory advantage here, and then they take possession to Glendale. Malifa goes over the top. Campbell can't hold.
No advantage, 2 knock-ons. First one over here, second one over there. There's no
going to bring it back
territorial
to that
advantage,
first
fellas.
knock-on against the San Diego Legion, so it's going to be a scrum to Glendale. Bryce Campbell just taking his eye off that ball. Yeah, costly mistake here by the Legion early on.
Thank you. Yeah, so it happens.
Again, it's making that transfer. Blake Rogers has been very effective in the loose. There's that long pass. Yeah, Rogers just took his eyes off that ball just a little bit, seeing what's in front of him. So Dylan Owsley couldn't bring that ball back in.
Gotta get up, Dev.
Raptors so good in the scoring position just outside the 22-meter line.
Set!
This one
Use it!
was available, and then powerful scrum from San Diego. They get the penalty, and their forwards will be absolutely delighted with that.
Well, there's nobody happier than the back line, too, because they come up and look at, they come up and congratulate that forward pack. Bota getting a nice clap on his back, but that was a really good scrum. I think it was Blake Rogers that got pinged for that penalty. Nice, again, a nice touch finder by Ben Sema. But down when you're in a scrum like that, and you know that you're playing against an opposition forward pack, and you know you've been on the backside, going backwards on a few of these games. 3 penalty tries in that first game in the scrum. I mean, this is such a huge motivation, a huge boost of confidence for this Legion forward pack.
Alex Corbis will be loving that as he tunes into this broadcast. Clock ticks away in the first half. Legion looking to get back in front. They come to Devon Short in midfield. He's helped there by Lance Lamprecht. Now big hit on Jay Harmon, formerly with the On-Back Rugby Club for 6 years, and the steal comes in here from the Glendale Raptors. Pete Delver, hard man, as his wife Katie watches with their 3 youngsters, and Campbell's lost that one. Well, it might not be going well for him so far, but he did sign with London Irish this week and he'll be heading overseas very soon for a professional contract. Will Bryce Campbell.
Yeah, it's a good thing you get that contract signed then. Not having the best of starts here, but I'm a big fan of Bryce Campbell. He can do everything well, and talking to Rob Hoadley, he was a big fan of Bryce Campbell as well. He knows how dangerous he is in the midfield for this Raptors squad. In the pass from Adam Lee, but just a little bit behind him, and it's one that Bryce Campbell should have taken. But once again, Adam Leal right on the play.
San Diego Legion, Nate Orsberger, normally a strong position on the right wing now. He's done the same for the United States team. He is right near Ben Sema in the Flyers pocket. Another scrum penalty for the Legion, and that time it's Fenolia that peeled off around the fringes.
Yep, flanker's got to stay bound on that scrum until that ball's out. You can see a bunch of tired Legion forward players, but they did another really good job. Another good boost for this San Diego Legion forward pack, and Sema with another good touch finder. Scott Green, the AR march is about 10 meters out from this line, but this is when they've done some really good damage with these driving mauls. That's how they won last week. They set up that winning try by Tony Purpura with that driving maul and
oh yeah, sorry guys, come up.
He had injury time to get that victory last week.
All good.
Inside the 22, Legion. 3.5 to go in the first half. Short has this as they set the rolling maul. Blair at the back. Glendale trying to stop this one as they peel to the left-hand side, working their way towards that try line. Advantage, says referee Leo. Boyer shifts it across. They have advantage. Switch to Duplessis. Good low tackle on him as Boyer picks and goes. The Eagle Sevens player close to the try line. Pete Doyle comes flying in, but no advantage.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Number 2, Boo, collapsing the maul.
Dylan Fawcett got called for collapsing that maul. You cannot do that. Now decision time for this Legion team. Looks like they're going for the line out again, going back to that line out drive. Last time was Devin Short. Devin Short and Cam Dolan, the main line-out targets for this Legion squad. Pat Blair, there's a good look at the hooker. Another one in the US Sevens program. Been around for the last several years.
I can't let you take a line out inside the 5 meters. You'll have to come. So just open the space a bit. White. That's all right. I know what it's like.
Great words there from our referee from the United Kingdom. Dolan wants the ball in. There it is, Cam Dolan, as he's done so many times for his country. Looping around is hooker. Back Blair. Blair for the line. They surge forward. Legion. They get it down. It's Blair that gets the score. The go-ahead try for the San Diego Legion.
A well-worked try by the San Diego Legion forward pack. Again, good decision as we come to a close in the first half. Just a minute or two left.
Yeah.
They forego that shot for 3 points, instead go for the line out. And it was pretty much identical to the last line. It was Cam Dolan that took it. You can see Glendale, they're going to set up for the drive only. They didn't contest that line out at all. They're trying to set up a defensive posture here, but look at how this Legion team just break off. This was the easiest of tries. And Harmon should have just continued to drive Blair, and finally there in the last couple of meters, it was wide open for Blair to dot down. Beautifully driven try by the San Diego Legion forward pack.
Well, their forwards coach, Chris Cracknell, England Sevens legend. He will be delighted with that effort from his side. And of course, it's the scrum as well that has done well the last 2 times. 2 penalties for them, put them on the front foot. So a chance here for young Dylan Audsley. Put them 4 points clear. There should be time for the restart. Audsley played with the Slippery Eel 7, the side team as well in the summers. He actually played against his coach.
Yeah, that's it.
Matt Hawkins, who's now the director of rugby at the Legion. Audsley's kick. Pinpoint accuracy. 14 points to 10. And our referee says that's half time here at Infinity Park. And a stunning late display there from the San Diego Legion. It's 2 tries to 1. They lead here at halftime against the Glendale Raptors. We're going to take a short break and come back with highlights and more action here from beautiful Colorado. Stay with us. It's the San Diego Legion that lead the Glendale Raptors by 14 points to 10. you by Hampton Inn and Suites, Denver Cherry Creek, where making you happy makes us happy. Westera Credit Union, the official credit union of the Glendale Raptors. Carry the Raptors experience. And by Tullamore Dew, the original triple blend Irish whiskey. Minutes since the San Diego Legion, who lead the Glendale Raptors by a slender 14-10, and this is week 4 of Major League Rugby from Rugby Town, USA in beautiful Colorado. 3 tries so far in the first half. We knew it would be intense and of course very physical. It started out with the visiting side. The San Diego Legion kept it tight, and in went Sione Tuihalamaka, the strength of the front row forward.
The Raptors' reply came from Max Diacheval, the gifted fullback. Went through about 4 or 5 Legion defenders to give the Raptors the lead, but then just before the half ended, it was the Legion who elected to go for a line-out drive. This is exactly how they won the game last week against Houston. They get that drive. Pat Blair dots it down to give San Diego the 14-10 halftime lead.
Now we're going to take another short break, and when we come back, more action here from beautiful Infinity Park. It's the San Diego Legion that lead Glendale by 14 points to 10. It's the home side, the Glendale Raptors, that trail 14-10 against San Diego Legion. And it's been a very tight first 40 minutes, and of course, set pieces have been so important.
Yeah, and we knew in the beginning of this match that these scrums were going to play a vital role in this contest, especially if you're a San Diego Legions fan. And this was the first big one. They're down at their own 5-meter line. You knew this Glendale Raptors team was going to put the big shunt in, but the San Diego Legion team held firm, and they actually did pretty well. I think they might even had the better of the overall edge here in the first half scrums. Here's the pass off the back. Fig's pass just goes to nobody in particular, but then look at the Legion here. They do very, very well with a stable scrum. Cam Dolan gets it out quickly and cleanly. And then this last one is that Glendale put in, but the Legion get the penalty. They got about 2 penalties there in the last 5 minutes because of scrums, and that's a big confidence boost for this Legion squad.
Oh, it certainly is. It's a huge footy coming up soon. Stay with us, rugby fans. Take another short break. Come back with the second half. It's San Diego 14, Glendale 10.
Good to see you.
Thank you, Bill. We're here with San Diego Legion head coach Ron Mosley. Coach took the lead right at the end of that first half. What do you think of the first 40 minutes? Coach, you 40 minutes here in the MLR standings. What do you tell your guys at halftime?
Hello and welcome to you from around the world, especially those watching in Colorado and Southern California. It's the home side that trails San Diego by 4 points, 2 tries to 1. And this San Diego side have come here to play. They have lost a game this season. Undefeated Glendale Raptors are looking at a tough second half.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be a great clash right from the get-go. Even in the pregame, we knew this was going to be a wonderful, an opportunity for a lot of these players and a great representation of Major League Rugby. And we've seen, I saw a good example of that in the first 40, and I think we're going to see another great second half of rugby.
I'm down to Stanford John alongside by former USA captain Brian Visitor. Referee is ready for this second half. It's Adam Leal from the RFU, and in white, San Diego Legion to kick off from right to left. Ben Seema with the boot, and the Glendale Raptors in blue to receive this. Just 4 points with Ata Malifa, the hot stepper. Malifa, veteran. He put 30 years of age on his bio 8 years ago and still says 30, does Malifa. It's just outside the 22 with Davies. They go back to Malifa on that left-hand side, and Foster throws a dummy. Dylan Foster, look at him go! Twinkle towing, throws another dummy. Boyer cuts him down at the 10. Quick ball for Davies. Dylan Orsi wraps him up towards that touchline, and they manage to push out the scrum half, and they'll take possession.
Great dummy by Dylan Fawcett. Picked up about 20 meters, and then Sean Davies tried to do the same thing, but he got corralled by 2 or 3 of the big forwards by the Legion. Easily bundled into touch where it's going to be a turnover. But watch this first dummy by Dylan Fawcett. Oh, that just sold it. I think it might have been Boyer or Doyle, and that got frozen. No, there's Boyer right there. Good defensive play. And then just when Sean Davies picked that up, they stole it.
Well, still there by Fink in the lineouts. It comes to Davies and McGee for the Raptors. Luke White in midfield. Malifa drops that one. Saliba can't get advantage here. So it's just going to be a scrum.
And if you're around this Infinity Park just before halftime ended, you heard Coach Dave Williams say he was not happy with his team's first half performance. Too many balls on the floor, and we saw that right there. Malifa couldn't handle that pass, so I don't think he expected that from Luke White. Looked like he was going to set the ruck, but the pass just goes right off Malifa's hands, and the Legion catch a break here. Split back line. A lot of room on that right-hand side. Cam Dolan is not afraid to pick up and run on. They do good on. They've done a really good job off these set pieces when they had stable possession.
What are we seeing? Keep your elbow up for me. Good shoulder height, please. That side, keep your elbow up.
And communication by Adam Leal has been outstanding in this contest.
San Diego Legion.
Crouch!
Scrum for them.
Bind!
Anthony Saliba was the Major League Rugby Player of the Week last week. He's wearing 13 today. Hasn't seen much possession. And he won't again have to go to the right-hand side. Seema puts it to the boot. There's space there, but Archibald reads it very well and gets it on the full.
7, wait, okay.
Kick over the top. Seema. A personal duel between Seema and Archibald. That time, it's won by the San Diego side. Harmon gets the offload to Tarori. Chris Tarori, Valley Christian Academy. Cal State San Marcos as well as Orsley, quick hands, and now it comes to Mattias. Mattias toes it over the top, but it's off his right boot, so it's gone directly into touch.
Yeah, Ryan Mattias was looking for a Glendale touch
He's
on that ball.
He's in the best place to make that decision. I trust him, just like you trust your teammates.
Oh, look at that. The referee said, I trust my teammates to be the AR. Watch good quick hands in this back line by the Legion. Audsley. Salibar, quick hands.
Overthrown there. Legion get to have Boyer after this. Great stepping by JP Duplessis. From Bulrus in Stellenbosch, South Africa. Boyer.
You had to leave it because your first man's not got
Get
out
a
of the way.
quick
You're
tap,
legal.
so they're going to slow things down here for Seema to arrive.
12, roll away.
Got frustration by the Glendale Raptors starting to show. There's a penalty on Bryce Campbell for not rolling away. And Ben Seema, who's been very, very effective with his touch fighters in this game. Not so much that time, just inside the 22-meter line. He was looking for something a little deeper.
If I talk you out, it's because I'm trying to get away from the penalty.
Here's Duplessis going in, though. See, you see Malifa still on the ball carrier, not releasing the tackle player when Sean Davies came in. You cannot do that. You got to have that tackle player released from the tackle. And that was a full arm penalty. Good call again by referee Leal.
Legion back on attack. Set piece needs to be accurate here to Cam Dolan. They scored off this in the first half. It was Pat Blair that put it down. Glendale have regathered as the Legion now move to the right-hand side. They splinter away with it as they surge. Still there from the men from Southern California as they pick and drive. Sione Tui Alamaka had their first try. Numbers 1 and 2 have scored for the Legion as they hammer at it again. Trying to hold up bodies there just short of the line.
Hands up!
San Diego known to score tries in the backs, have kept it tight here against the Glendale side. And they've got a try. It's worked for them again. Try number 3. And guess who gets it? It's the wildebeest, the man they call Dom Porter, the honey monster from Johannesburg, South Africa. He might need a haircut, but he scored a great try.
How about that? The whole front row for the San Diego Legion team has scored tries. They accounted for all 3 of the tries scored by this Legion squad, and again up close again by this Legion forward pack. It started with that driving ball. Referee was playing advantage. Even if they didn't score, they'd still have that put in or penalty down deep. But look at again this Legion forward pack. They've been very, very effective all season long about scoring just from about a meter out that pick and go. Let's see Bota right here. Yeah, he just gets a little bit of help from the backside too by Lance Lemprecht.
Yeah, well, Bota, one of the best rugby schools out of South Africa, great college in Bloemfontein, and then went to the Free State Cheetahs for 4 years. He has a home now in San Diego. Their conversion for the extra 2 points is successful. It's San Diego Legion that stretched the legs, 21 points to 10 over the Glendale Raptors. 6 minutes gone in the second half.
And Dallin, when we talked to Rob Hoadley earlier this week, he said there's a lot of Eagle players on this squad, and about 7 of them are going to be going with the U.S. program in June for the test. Glendale's going to lose players too, but those Eagle players want to leave this team in good stead when they do depart.
Devin Short grabs this one, fends a couple of players, drives those legs of his. Manning White from San Diego. They've conceded the penalty though, so Glendale have a chance now to get back in opposition territory.
First man, legally contesting for the ball.
Yeah, the Raptors, they finally caught a break. It's been all Legion on the calls and on the play. Will McGee. This is a makeable kick for him, but he's going for the corner. Trying to do exactly what the Legion has done to this Raptors forward pack. Looking for that driving line out. And in this occasion, although he's not at the hooker position, let's see if we can see the penalty here. Not releasing. Short's the one who's going to go to floor, but then it was the good defensive play by Glendale.
Look out of the back, Sam Fig. Quick ball here for the Raptors with Malifa at the short angle. Atta Malifa cuts back against the grain. They go to the left-hand side. Sam Fig is there. Desperate tackle coming in nice and low there from Lamprecht. Rogers with Fafita. Malifa at first receiver, just hammers it for the line.
Thank you, good work.
Looping around Fafita yet again. Fafita in open space, the dive, the bump, the try. Kalipi, Fafita has scored a classic here. 21-15, kick to come.
Now we've had 5 tries in this game, 4 by front rowers. And Lepi Fafita, Dave Williams talked about him, how outstanding he's been in the set and the loose, and we just saw how dangerous he is with ball in hand. Good hard run. That was a one-man effort. Went through 2 Legion defenders, and maybe that's what this Raptors team will need to fire up. Oh, there you saw Terori and Harmon. I think they just kind of collided in that tackle attempt. And Fafita went right through to close the gap to 21-15. This kick by Will McGee. Again, he's been pretty good all season long, and he slots in the extras. 21-17 now. So that's a nice quick reply, effective reply by this Glendale Raptors squad.
Set pieces working for them on that occasion. The turnover got them on the front foot. And the home side with their fans have something to cheer about. San Diego Legion have certainly brought it. We'll see how they respond in the last 30 when altitude comes into play. Ball goes down to Maximo D'Archibald, and this one goes towards the touchline. Audley is there. It's gone down, and so good chance for us to bring in the USA Rugby 15's general manager, Dave Hodges, Eagle sensation back in the day and doing wonderful work with the national program. What are your thoughts so far on Major League Rugby?
Guys, on your front, man. On your front, man.
It says mic on, I can't hear it.
Thank you. Yeah, good. Guys, be clear with the numbers and I'll okay. Numbers are 6.
And so they're going to reset the line out here. We're going to get Dave Hodges on for just a second.
Yeah,
we'll get to him in just a moment.
In the game as, well, yeah.
As Pat Blair looks to get the line out going. 15 minutes gone in this clash. It's been knocked down for Fenolio at just a scrum advantage. Good wrestling there, and Pete Dahl takes it to the line. The hard man from New Zealand.
Sean, you got scrum advantage at the line out over there.
And here they go, Malifa, quick hands. This one's gone back, pulls on the field, but Campbell picks up, does superbly. Bryce Campbell. Blake Rogers knocked on yet again.
No advantage, no territorial game.
And that one was hit down by Drew Gaffney.
It's lost 4 in the line out.
It's a lost 4 in the line out.
Yeah. Cheers.
Doesn't work again.
Yeah. It's your scrum. It was lost 4 in the line out. You're clearly under pressure.
Looking at this last replay, the line out here for this Glendale San Diego Legion team. You saw it went towards the Glendale side, so it is going to be a Glendale footing.
Let me do the refereeing. Yeah.
Scrum time for Sean Davies. Yet again.
Bind. Set.
The Raptors find themselves number 1 on the points table. Well, it stays like this. Legion will be moving up the ladder as Malifa goes to the line. It's the no-look pass. It's been put down by Halliman. And referee has got help from his assistant.
He's had a view of it. It's gone forward.
That was knocked on.
Yeah,
I thought it was backwards of a white player, but he's got a better visa.
But it was a Glendale knock forward, so Legion's caught a little bit of a break. But that was good go-forward ball off that scrum by the Glendale Raptors.
17 on for Legion.
Reserves starting to come in here. Number 17, the reserves are going to play such an important role. Tony Purpura, who scored that game-winning try last week.
Is he a next prop?
He comes into that front row. Again, if they get another opportunity down close, look for him to come down.
Time back on.
There was that little no-look pass that Halliman could not get that ball into his mitts.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Boy out to feed the scrum. San Diego have been excellent so far in this game. Ball comes back here, and now Seema rocks that right foot of his, but then takes it to the line, gets the offer to Boyer. Great interchange between 9 and 10. San Diego. Gaffney getting involved there as well on Fig, and then Fig's in the way. No penalty there as Rory takes it in. Legion with numbers here on the left-hand side. A back ball they go. Duplessis over the top. Not the best of passes for Mattias. He's on the ground and Campbell's all over him. San Diego keep that one. Miraculous stuff for them. Still there for the Legion. Box kick looked to be coming here from Boyer. Puts it over the top. It's high, but it's not going to go out. Counter-attack from to Archibald. Stutter steps. Goes against Saliba. Beats one and then up to the ground. A low boot tackle there from Gaffney. The Raptors. John Quill at the bench. Got him around the neck. Got to release him. Campbell. Does well in the contact zone, does Bryce Campbell. The outside centre this weekend. Fafita scored that try. McGee, the left-hand side, Rogers the dummy runner, and now they pull it out. Malifa, the no-look inside. How many times have we seen that? To the halfway line. Archibald, well tackled from Boyer. He's been hunting around the back play and does superbly. Well, while we got a stoppage in play, we do have Dave Hodges here. Dave, tell us about your impression so far about Major League Rugby.
I'm really impressed. Just at this game as an example, we have 7 guys with the San Diego Legion, 6 guys with the Glendale Raptors playing a high-level game, really intense, and it gives us a way to look and evaluate guys where we didn't have before.
Yeah, so your Eagle coaching staff, are you guys watching every game?
Yes, we're actually watching and analyzing each player in the MLR. So it's not just the guys on that were used to be on our radar, it's the whole group of players throughout the whole MLR.
And Dave, it's going to be completely different with players playing overseas. Now we've got people locally that you guys can analyze.
Right, and it's just that much closer, and interactions with coaches and players are that much easier because it's localized.
Well, just a wonderful opportunity as well for the young players out of college. Professional rugby is here to stay. As the Glendale Raptors go to the left-hand side, they stretch it wide to Bryce Campbell. Campbell tries to get that off front, keeps it in play. Fig arriving at first receiver. Sam Fig. Australian-born loose forward, just outside the 22. The Raptors keeping momentum with them. This one goes back, though, to Fafita. Blair chucks him to the ground. Ball is still there for Fenolio. Zach Fenolio fills in at captain, fills in at hooker, flank. He can do it all, often on the wing as well. Luke White crashes in. JP Duplessis got all over that. Forced a turnover. And Dave, another thing, any players not on the radar, this is just, again, another wonderful opportunity for you guys to select for the upcoming June Internationals and November tours, right?
Yeah, it's just an easy way to see guys compete against each other with our best players, so that those guys not on the radar come on the radar, because now they're competing at that level against the guys that we know.
And we've got a busy summer coming up. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, we go to camp May 27th for 3 days. And then the players will go back in the MLR to play that weekend. And then we can right into Russia here in Denver, Scotland and Houston, and then Canada and Halifax, back to back.
Some of the coaches are a bit worried that a lot of their players are going to be missing. As you said, in this match right now, 7 to 10 players could be out of action.
Yeah, it's going to be important for those teams to do well before we get together. It's going to be a challenge with the amount of guys in each of these two teams.
And are you and head coach Gary Gold in contact with the Major League Rugby coaches?
Yes, we speak to them each and every, well, not each and every week, but we do speak to them regularly and about players that they have and players that they may need.
The ball goes down there to the San Diego Legion. Now Duplessis, he's the one that forced that turnover. He rocks off that right foot of his younger brother Miller Duplessis, just 18 years old, representing the South African 7-a-side team. And speaking of sevens, it's Dylan Orsley. Snipes through inside the 22. The door yet again. 4 points in this clash so far. Duplessis yet again gets the fan. In fact, it's Saliba. Anthony Saliba finally into the fray. The San Diego Legion still inside the 22. Seamer's on the left. Orsley on the right. Finally, it comes to Lamprecht. It's a good clear out. Blair with the dummy. Some tired bodies out there. Legion keep it with Cam Dolan. One of those Eagles that represent the United States. The attempted steal would have been illegal. Legion is building phase after phase as they hammer around that short side. Now they go wide. Seamer attacks himself. To the right, Duplessis. Orsberger, well stopped. Tremendous effort here from the Glendale Raptors as we approach the 60-minute mark. In goes Chris Terori. And now a flat ball. Purpura.
Tackle now, release group. Well out. No, he's out. Thank you.
Ball is still there. A full line of players to the left. Seamer fires it across. Oh, that's collision time. Mika Kruse has come in and put in a spot tackle, and that's turned things over for the Glendale Raptors. Take a bow, Mika Kruse.
Tremendous defensive effort, not just Mika Kruse, those whole Glendale Raptors squad. It certainly looked promising for the San Diego Legion on a couple of occasions, especially when Bota hit that last ruck. I thought that created an opportunity out wide. But this ball goes out wide. Look at that big hit on Gaffney by Mika Kruse. And then he steals that ball. Oh, beautiful hit by Kruse. And look how quickly he gets to his feet, playing defensively, counter-rucks that ball. Great opportunity.
Time off.
So we're going to take a 60-second break. Stay with us, rugby fans, in this thriller. It's the San Diego Legion that lead the Glendale Raptors by 4 points. It's 21-17. We'll be right back. Well, just 20 minutes to go in this Major League Rugby Week 4 head-to-head, top-of-the-table clash, and it's only 4 points in it so far. Altitude will certainly come into play here, Viz, for the men from San Diego.
Oh, it certainly will, yeah. And you almost see the momentum starting to change a little bit with this Glendale team.
Okay, guys, keep the space.
Zach Finolio in his hooker position, throwing into this line out.
Time on. Thank you.
Here he goes, Finolio, middle school teacher by day, rugby player by night. Sam Fig fakes in the front, Pete Dole gets it at the back, the veteran. As they go to midfield, and it's Bryant Wanless from Rock Canyon High School on the field wearing 20. Beautiful ball over the top. Cruze collects it nicely from De Archibald. Well shepherded, though, by Talapusi. In fact, with Brett Thompson on the field, Eagles 7s player who just played in Singapore, as they range up here with John Quill off the bench. Man from Cork Island, represented the United States. Difficult ball to handle. Bullet pass, and Malifa does well. Gets it off Rogers' shoulders to the left. Better speed onto this one. Chad landed on the field on the outside, ranging away. Still trying to step in. Halliman, Seth Halliman, the stunner step. Oh, he's like a paper cut. So dangerous. Seth Halliman gets in for the Glendale Raptors.
Yeah, you can feel the momentum starting to turn in Glendale's favor, and Seth Halliman, outstanding work on the outside. Chad London, another one of the replacements who has come in. We knew the reserves were going to play a big role, and all the Glendale Raptors who have come in the second half had a hand in that play. Starting with John Quill with some really good work up front.
On this line, pal.
And let's see this ball go out wide. There's Chad London putting Halliman in the clear. And right there, he did so well to stay in bounds. Just that little stutter step froze Ben Sema and allows the feisty winger to score the go-ahead try for this Glendale Raptors squad, 22-21.
Stunning stuff indeed. Very important conversion. Will McGee, sideline. 3 tries each from both these sides. This one curling in, curling too much. No, it's inside the uprights. What a kick from McGee, 24-21.
He is such a lethal weapon. Gary Gold has to love the way he is kicking the ball, striking the ball for this Glendale Raptors squad. It's soon going to be striking that ball with the U.S. Eagles. And here's another guy that's been pretty impressive with his boot, Ben Sema. 20 minutes left in this riveting Major League Rugby contest.
Malifa to receive. To Malifa, throws the dummy. Fig standing flat, drops it down. Sam Fig, University of Technology, Sydney.
Back in.
And then McGee goes high. Sema collects this one. He's got Orsley with him if he needs. Sema goes across field to that right-hand side. Try scorer Seth Halliman is there. To Archibald's with him. Halliman steps a couple. Purpura brings him down.
Back foot.
McGee yet again playing the territory. But who's there? It's Sema. The Argentine born player. Oh, executes superbly.
That was the kick of the game right there for Ben Sema and the San Diego Legion team. Put the pressure right back on this Glendale Raptors squad.
That's you, White.
And if you're new to the game of rugby, 15 players per team, 8 reserves on the squad. You gotta have 3 in the front row. All the players play offense and defense. There's 5 ways to score if you're counting the penalty tries. No forward pass, continuous play. You gotta be in shape to love this game.
Finolio on target again to Dole. They've worked in tandem for many years out at Belmont Shore in Southern California, and now with the Glendale Raptors. Luke White providing cover on the short side as the box kick from Davies goes just outside the 22. Not as much distance as he would like.
Yeah, that's a win for the Legion right here. They got the line out. And the thing about the last 2 weeks that this Glendale Raptors, or this San Diego Legion team has been through, they've won those tight games at the end.
Five called.
That game last week, especially against another really good squad, the Houston SaberCats.
Yeah, that was 35-32, and then they beat the Utah Warriors 31-24. Some thrillers so far. We haven't even got to the semifinals yet. Knocked down there. Blair tries to get this one. It just goes into touch. And the San Diego Arts, well, they're going to be hosting the final on July 7th.
Yeah, but again, those games were back in San Diego the last 2 weeks. Yeah, they've had it right there. I thought they said that the San Diego Legion team knocked that ball out, but it is going to be a Legion throw again because Glendale took that ball into in touch.
Blair goes to the back, not overthrown this time. It's a great take. Seema, a flat one. They go into the traffic with Drew Gaffney. Lieutenant UC Berkeley is the Life University product. Dolan spins around. Dole tries to get in there. Legion do well to break down. Still the Raptors attempt to snap this away. Terori ducks down. Legion.
Back, 19.
The Honey Monster close by.
19.
Also known as the Wildebeest from South Africa. Picks us and drives.
19.
One of the international players.
Clearly ahead of the
Advantage here for the San Diego Legion side. They keep it with their forwards yet again, and done wonders for them as they go to Audley on the left-hand side. Terori throws a dummy. Just bring him down. Fenolio comes in to help out with a tackle. It's desperate stuff for the Glendale Raptors.
Coming back for that earlier penalty, offside call. And it was against, looked like 19. I think John Quill got paid for that penalty for the Raptors. It looks like Dylan Audley has elected to signal for poles here just to the left of the goalpost to tie this ball game up, setting up a ferocious last 15 minutes of play. And I tell you, I've been really impressed with the way the San Diego Legion team has played. The defense has been really, really good and has really given this Glendale Raptors team everything they could handle today.
They certainly have. They have Zach Test helping their backline out. Eagle 7's legend. You take a look at some more players coming on. Nathan Sylvia takes the field here for the San Diego team. And then Chris Cracknell as well. Just a wonderful addition. And Rob Holdley, superb experience. And they've guided a young team. That's what they need. The young team needs help from the coaching staff, but also some of the older veteran players like Takuna Gwenya on the field as well, on the squad, not on the field this weekend.
Yeah, we heard when we talked to him earlier this week, he said these Eagle players on this squad have been so professional, setting the tone, real good role models for these young players on this Legion squad.
Penalty attempt here from Dylan Audsley. He turns around, he likes it. It's San Diego Legion. Well, they tie things up, 24 all, 14 minutes left to go.
Well, setting up an unbelievable 15 minutes of play here at the end of this contest.
Make sure.
Some excellent kicking by both squads throughout this contest.
Well, these two sides will meet again. It'll be June 23 at Torero Stadium in San Diego as Short takes it on that right-hand side. Devin Short.
Same story, back.
Boyer looking for territory, goes high. Orsberger chases, slips down, well taken. Sam Fig underneath that one, leaps in the air. Fortune's on the field. The Red Dragon, as he's known with that scrum cap of his, he loses it. JP Duplessis
no advantage coming.
Fumbled that one on the ground, so no advantage for that.
Yeah, Buddard should have sent that ruck ball. He forced a pass that went forward or knocked on, whatever you want to call it. The result is going to be a San Diego Legion put in now. Haven't had a scrum in a while. Let's take another look at it. Yeah, Vaught right here. Through that ball, you saw a couple of Legion players coming into him. Tried to offload that pass, ill-advised. And he knew it. And all that was just turnover ball. These last 10 minutes, 12 minutes, so precious. Can't have any mistakes. Every error is magnified here in these closing moments.
Crouch! Bind!
No backline subs yet for the San Diego Legion. Got a few in the forwards. And that scrum has popped right up.
Boy, that hurts too. That looked like it hurt some of those front row players for the Legion. There's going to be some guys getting up pretty slow. Lamprecht in the second row getting up slow. Watch how it just bends here on this wooden. If we get a look at this replay, watch this.
You make sure there's no movement.
Look at that. Oh, that hurts right there. Zach Finola, he's got a big smile on his face. He thought he did enough to get a full arm penalty for his squad.
No longer in professional rugby is it good enough to have 3 solid front row forwards. You need 6 at least in your squad. See how you close out this game with just over 10 minutes to go. 24 all. And San Diego Legion get a penalty at scrum time. They tap and go with Boyer. Not here to mess around. JP Duplessis goes in against McGee.
Backwards.
Balls went backwards and Audsley gets taken slightly high. And then Pete Dahl off his feet.
Off feet, then played the ball.
Yeah, this should be a good look if we see a replay. Pete Dahl was off his feet when he played that ball. Referee Adam Leal has had an outstanding game here.
7 on the ground playing the ball.
Let's see if we can have another look at it here where Ben Seema tries to find a touch finder. Dylan Audley goes in. It was a little bit high. There's Dahl off his feet, and then he played it. So a good call by the referee.
Sorry, your 1 is just pushing early.
Not a whole lot of territory picked up by Ben Seema on that one.
White 4,
still outside the 22-meter line. They do have this throw-in. They want to stay away from the scrums, I think, even though they got that short arm penalty last time. I think the Legion are better in the set piece if you do the line out. There's Gil Covey coming in. Him,
number 1's pushing early.
Drew Gaffney.
All done. Thank you.
Both played at the same high school.
We'll talk over next scrum.
As did Aaron Mitchell, all 3 for Cathedral Catholic back in San Diego, coached by Glenn Irvine.
That's right. Mitchell also football player that's just coming to the squad here. And they go short. Strong carry from Gaffney. Mitchell with the biggest clear out ever in his opposite red scrum cap number, and it's Legion that get a penalty. This is kickable.
Can't play the 9 though.
Yeah, I think Nick Boyers had a really strong game at scrum half for the San Diego Legion team. He has really played well. He went against a real tough component. There's Zach Finola, the skipper of this Glendale team now. He got called for that penalty. Referee said that ball was still in the ruck.
Sean.
And it was still in the ruck. Good call by referee again. Dylan Audsley, just about the same place he was last time when he kicked that penalty to tie this game. Now he's looking to put the Legion ahead.
Just have a quick
under 10 minutes left in this game.
Audsley, national champion with St. Mary's last year in a thrilling final against Life University in the D1A college finals. Lance's kick up. Still a lot of time left here at Infinity Park. The substitutes making a tremendous impact so far.
Yeah.
Aaron Mitchell, we mentioned him, former Fresno State offensive lineman, just with the Detroit Lions, trying out for their side. Now back to rugby as Audsley, one of the most important kicks in his Major League Rugby career, is over. 27-24, San Diego Legion ahead with 8 minutes to go.
Another wonderful reply by this San Diego Legion team. There you see one of the leaders, Purpura rather. One of the leaders of this squad.
They go high. Legion claimed this one. Looking to get their forwards involved here, and that's Mitchell. First touch for him with that red scrum cap of his. Great go forward ball for the big unit. Aerial contest here. Fig takes another one and then tackled. His foot's on the ground, so it's a legal tackle from Nate Orsberger, the Eagle captain. Pete Dahl gets the ball away. Oneless. Goes for a run against Duplessis. McGee keeps him on the front foot. Malifa. Short ball. Chad London. Davies just hurdled the play and then gets knocked to the ground. This time, it's the opposite scrum off that gets hit without the ball.
Yeah, it's Chris Ferrari. No wrap, I think, was the call. Boy, again, that was a good defensive play by that little scrum half, Nick Boyer. Actually, he's not too little. 6'3", 220 pounds. That's a pretty good size scrum half. But that's a great touch finder for this Glendale Raptors squad. Let's see if we can take another look at it here. There's Sean Davies. Yeah, he's had a heck of a time trying to get this ball out. Yeah, no wrap, I think, was the call. Now let's see if Glendale can get their line out right this time. Fenolio throwing in.
Big moment in the game. Dole was the target a couple of times earlier. Fig is now in. So they go to Fig. Just one person left. Ball's at the back. John Quill. A couple of players trying to get their arms in there. Dolan's one of them as Davies breaks away to Malifa. Utter Malifa surging forward. To the left they go. Davies throws a dummy. White players, bodies all around him.
Advantage, slowing the ball.
Advantage for the Glendale Raptors in blue. Oneless. Still keeps his feet. Brian Oneless. San Diego have got to be careful here for infringing. They're going to come back to the original penalty.
Wait, I've got to give you a mark. Yeah. Hang on, wait.
This is where the veteran leadership from both these sides is so vital. The last 5 minutes of this contest.
No, he hasn't tapped
Good play by Sean Davies right there.
Let go of him and go back.
These guys know each other well. Davies and Cam Dolan there at the base of many scrubs.
And here they go. Fig for the line. Sam Fig goes down low. Bodies piling in everywhere. Davies furious with his troops. Oneless has another crack yet again. Fortos with them. They go to the left. They've pulled in some defenders. They've got to go over the top. Or they go to Malifa. He cuts back in. Over they go. Looping around the fringes. It's Zach Fenolio. Well, hold the phone. The veteran, the legend, the hero, Zach Fenolio gets over for the Glendale Raptors. Is that enough?
Wow. The Glendale forwards get on the board again. And Zach Fenolio, we've seen him score so many tries in close. Adam Malifa with a great angled run nearly gets in, and that's how you score, folks, when in close. And you saw a happy skipper right there, Zach Fenolio, dotting that ball down. You get that ball and you stay low, and that's exactly what Fenolio did. Aaron Mitchell tried to tackle the hooker, but he could not. He could not get lower than Fenolio. And you see his teammates, a happy team.
This kick from in front is over as well. 4 points the difference now. Glendale take back the lead. 31-27, 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, make sure
Dave Williams just smiling on the inside. He knows it's not over yet. San Diego, they need to get the ball back. Into touch they go. San Diego will take possession.
Yeah, no. White ball. So he caught it infield and, yeah. Your mark, come up. Out the way. They're not giving it over. How many are we? 6. No, not anymore. Yeah, I'm happy, mate.
Legion, they will take possession here. Clock ticks away. Clinical stuff needed. 3 minutes to go. Knocked down from Devon Short. Ball's there for Boyer. I was going to say Boyer is double the height of his opposite number. Mitchell picks and goes. This time, though, 2 players on him. And there they go. Cam Dolan. No, it's a penalty.
He's got 2 feet in front of the ball. He's offside. You're in front of the ball. There's been a clear rock. You must have 2 feet behind the ball to play it.
Oh, wow. That looked like the Legion had their opportunity. Now Will McGee, now Glendale, a veteran squad, they're going to look to kill these last few minutes. You saw Sean Davies just relax, no penalties here, take our time. We're in the lead. It's our line out. Now that kick by McGee just inside the Legion half of midfield.
On your man.
So now a huge line out right here. You can bet that Cam Dolan, Devon Short going to do all they can to try to steal this possession.
They certainly need a lift here to the San Diego Legion. Overthrown. Legion Oh, but they've got a hand in there, knocked it on, says our referee.
Yeah, still plenty of fight left in both these ties.
Yeah, it's 1 minute 10 seconds.
Yeah, time is very close. 1 minute 10 seconds. You heard referee Adam Leal. That's good captaincy by Sean Davies, wanting to know exactly how much time left in this contest.
Those laces always come undone at 79? Huh? Those laces always come undone at 79?
I like that. I'm very impressed with Adam Leal. He's done a really good job.
Compared to that. There's 1 minute exactly to play.
Okay. There you go, another. And Nate Augsburg does the same thing for his Legion side. Know exactly how much time is left.
San Diego Legion have made a statement in this game, but Zach Fanolia's try proving to be the difference so far.
Bind!
A minute left from our referee, Adam Leal. Raptors pushed into scrum as Pete Dahl picks up. Dahl hammers it upfield. Fig is next in the line as their forwards drive it on. JP Duplessis ripping this one, gets it. JP Duplessis, what strength from the inside centre. Lazy runners there from the home side as Augsburger steps in, drops the shoulder. Nate Augsburger, the man from the Northeast Academy, gets involved. Mitchell hammers him out the road. San Diego Legion will want to win this game. It'll be heroics all round. They did it last week at the death. Saliba on the left-hand side to Rory, now with Blair. Blair over the advantage line. Mitchell on the right. They go to the far right-hand side. Scooped up Augsburger again. Nate Augsburger stopped short this time. Now Mitchell as the siren sounds. Still with San Diego Legion. The men in white. Ball there from Boyer.
22, sorry.
They have advantage. 4 points though. Kick is not good enough. Full-on penalty. And don't go away. Don't put the kettle on.
22 is in from the side.
Ben Sema, good job. He wanted to just create that knock-on. They bring it back to that full-arm penalty. Kick to touch. Boy, this looks just like last week. 5-meter line out. It's about a 7-meter line out here. But Sema has been pinpoint with most of his kicks today. Gets his team in another attacking position.
Legal defense, fellas.
Tony Pripera scored the try last week against Houston. What does Glendale have? What do the Legion have left?
Well, the force was with them last week, May 4th, and here they go at the top. Devon Short. It's some more driving for the line. Mitchell just short. The ball splits free. It's been knocked on. Benolio has possession for the Glendale Raptors. They just need to put it into touch. It's drama. It's celebration. It's heartbreak. All in one. It's the Glendale Raptors that have held on for dear life and defeated the San Diego Legion at the death, 51-27. We're going to take a short break and come back with highlights and interviews. Stay with us. It's the Glendale Raptors that have come good here at Infinity Park. They keep their winning record intact, and they beat the San Diego Legion by 51 points to 27. Rugby was brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. America's finest city runs on Dunkin'. Stop by in downtown San Diego or drive through in National City. IHOP, the best way to do breakfast all day. 22 friendly San Diego locations to serve you. 100 Proof, North Park, San Diego's favorite new home for great food and handcrafted cocktails. Hello and welcome back here. What a thrilling finish we have here in Infinity Park. 31-27, the Glendale Raptors victorious against San Diego Legion. Man of the match, Zach Fernolio. What was going through your mind in those last few minutes of the game?
Yeah, you know, I mean, San Diego came out fighting really from the very beginning, and we made some mistakes that put us in the hole pretty early and had to fight back. And true credit to this team, we've got a lot of heart, a lot of character, and we showed it today.
We certainly do. Talk us through the try that you scored actually near the end of the game. That was a decisive play.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I think we've just been putting them through the phases, and we hadn't finished yet, and so this was important for us to get away with some points there at the end. And Otta had an amazing carry, got some great gain line, and made it easy for me. So that's a team score right there, through and through.
San Diego Legion were impressive at scrum time as well. What do you have to say about them?
Yeah, you know, I think San Diego's made a lot of improvements from their first game till now, and they've brought in a lot of great skilled players, and, you know, massive credit to them. They came out and wanted to attack us there, and we were able to hold it down there at the end.
Did you want to check out the last moment there? Zach, talk us through the screen. This is yourself getting involved.
Yeah, I mean, you take a look at Otto, just really got great gain line there. We knew that if we put him through the phases, we'd have an opportunity, and it was just a great team effort right there to finish it off there.
Well, Zach, tell us about your coaching staff. You've had a lot of changes. You've had some red cards. How have you guys been able to adapt with this?
Yeah, you know, like we've said, we've had a lot of things going against us from the beginning with injuries and some suspensions, and true character on this team, and it showed a lot of depth, and, you know, it's just a next man up mentality, and Coach Williams has put that into us from the beginning.
Lastly, a message for your fans?
Amazing crowd out there, and thanks for being out here on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Zach Fernolio, man of the match.
Appreciate
Brilliant stuff, brought to you by Knock Around Sunglasses. Congratulations then to Zach Fernolio for man of the match. And what tremendous highlights we witnessed in this game. It really was start to finish, 80 minutes of fantastic rugby. And, well, right from the beginning, San Diego Legion certainly brought the heat. Their forward pack was superb. They kept it tight. Dolph Buerta, the honey monster, getting in close here in minute 46, and that put Legion back in front 21-10. And then San Diego came right back, of course, stepping and weaving, and, well, Max Archibald, what a player.
Fantastic. You did a really good job.
And here they rumble for the line, and what a beautiful score it was then, of course, from San Diego. Pat Clifton getting involved, Pat Blair getting involved there as well. And the Legion again keeping it tight. It really is impressive. Their backline didn't have that much say. They kept it in close, and then the Glendale Raptors, well, they came through. Fafita was superb. The big unit diving through. A stunning comeback here, down by those 11 points. And then individual moment of brilliance in the second half. Seth Halliman dancing around and scoring probably what was a game-winning try. And then Fernolio came diving in here. It was a run by Atta Malifa. He got over and put his side just in front. Stunning stuff from the Glendale Raptors side, and thoroughly deserved that victory. Pete Dahl celebrating there. Thanks for joining us here in Glendale, Colorado, where the Glendale Raptors have defeated the San Diego Legion by a score of 31-27 to close out Week 4 of Major League Rugby's inaugural season. For Ryan Visit and our entire crew, I'm Dallin Stanford saying thanks for watching.